To Arrevat Center for Theoretical Physics. This is the first video on this lecture series, linear algebra. This is the beginning of the linear algebra lecture series. So first of all, what is linear algebra? It is related to vector, study of the vector space R, which is the vector space, real number space R, C, complex number space. So what is vector? We can define vector in a multiple way. It is the list of numbers or array of numbers. We can say array of numbers, or we can say that it is the some object in physics, or it is the field of real number R, or it is the field of complex number space C. So we can define vector in a multiple way, and we just take an example. Suppose we are measuring some length, and after measuring multiple times, we got the length 2 meter, 6 meter, 7 meter, 8 meter, 10 meter, 11 meter, and so on. And we can use a key to write these numbers. Suppose we are using the key L, and we are assigning L1, L2, ... Ln for all these numbers. So L1 will become 2 meter, L2 will become 6 meter, L3 will become 7 meter, L4 will become 8 meter, and so on. So we can write this as in the index form. So L is equal to L1, L2, L3 ... Ln. So you can see that this is the linear array or vector. This is called vector or linear array. So this is the simplest definition of the vector, and linear algebra is the study of the vector space. In physics, we regularly use vectors. Vectors are those quantities which both have magnitude and direction, and this is the addition of vector, which is called parallelogram law. V and U, two vectors, and we are using parallelogram to add these two vectors, U plus V, from tip to tail, and from one tail to another tip. This is called addition of the vector. And there is a scaling of a vector. This is vector U. We just multiply by some number, and it will multiply by that number Ku. So this is scaling of the vector. What is Rn? Rn is the vector space, and it is the set of all real numbers. Rn is the set of all real numbers or vector space. It is the set of and tuple of all real numbers. So a particle with n tuple in the vector space Rn, real number space Rn, U, A1, A2, ... An is the point or vector in the vector space. 2 and minus 5, these two tuples in the vector space R2, vector space R2, vector space R3. 6, 8, 9 is the point in the vector space R3. So this is, we define Rn, set of all the real numbers and tuple of real numbers Rn. And in n space we say that set of all real numbers. N space is the set of all real numbers. Basically, linear algebra is always about the study of the behavior of vector in the vector space. So this is the simple definition of the vector space. You can see the real number, the set of all real numbers Rn vector space. Now in the next video we will learn what is called addition and subtraction of the vector, and column vectors, row vectors, and many others.